Harry, Jason has to change. We're leaving.
Just 5 more minutes and bring down a cold beer, will you?
Harry, you've had 2 already.
I can count, Sally. Just bring down the beer.
Mommy, why does Daddy spend so much time down there?
I don't want you to worry about it, okay?
You're still too high. Relax.
Jason has to leave!
Better. Much better.
My sister's expecting us before dinner, and it's a 2-hour drive. Better hurry, kiddo. Don't you think he's a little young, Harry?
The earlier they start, the better. I want everybody in his family to learn how to protect himself.
He's only 7 years old.
All right, lay off, will you? I don't see why you have to drag him all the way to Kansas City every time your sister gets lonely.
Jason loves to go. And what do you care? The way you hole up down there every weekend, you wouldn't know if we were upstairs or on the roof. I miss her, Harry. She's about the only person I can talk to anymore.
Sal, you haven't told your sister about the shelter, have you?
No, of course not. I know how you feel about that.
You are never to tell anyone about the shelter. It's our family secret, just the 4 of us. Don't you ever forget that, Sal, not for a moment.
Mom?
Yes, Harry, I said I understood. Come on, kids, let's go. You coming by with the receipts later?
He said around 6:30.
Why don't you take him hunting this weekend like you used to?
Yeah, I just might at that.
Bye, Daddy.
Yeah. Jason, don't let your cousin push you around.
Sorry I'm late. Last minute rush. Old man Richter came in, wanted to buy a new clip for his automatic, and then a couple of hunters from Wheelerville needed ammo. Well, that's a good week all told. Hey, have you heard the news about this Middle Eastern thing? Oh, it's getting scary.
This evening, the fighting seems to be spreading.
Where's Sally and the kids?
Nah, I went up to Kansas City again to visit with her sister. I was just putting dinner in the microwave. Stick around, I'll pop in another one.
Statement just minutes
Great,
ago,
sure, thanks, Harry.
confirming that the President and First Lady did indeed leave the White House by military helicopter half an hour ago. Tillman refused to disclose their destination, nor would he confirm that their departure has anything to do with the escalating crisis in the Middle East.
Well, I guess it's just like you predicted, Harry. The whole world's going straight down the old toilet.
Going? Ha! We're already in the toilet. Drugs, terrorism, pornography. It's worse than any war. Sally used to understand all that, but now she lives in a dream world. All she wants to do is turn my son into a mama's boy. Or worse. I tell you, Nick, I almost long for it.
What?
The bomb. It could put a lot of things right again. You and I, we don't belong in a world full of degenerate rock stars, hairdressers, bureaucrats. Sometimes I dream about it. Afterwards, starting over with my son in a purified world. In a world with all the scum burned off of it, with everything basic and simple.
I don't know, Harry. I can't imagine anyone wanting to live in a world with so much gone.
What would be gone? Just an ugly, screwed up world slowly being eaten up by pimps and cowards?
Yeah. But you'd have to survive a nuclear war now. There's not much chance of that now, is there?
Oh, it can be done if you plan on it.
You mean build a fallout shelter or something like that?
Fallout shelter wouldn't be enough. Not here. Dunstan's only 4.5 miles from Wakefield Air Base, a prime target. Any shelter'd have to be deep and blast-proof.
Sure.
Nick, we've known each other since high school. You've been working in my gun store for 10 years. Hell, you're practically a part of the family. I think you deserve to be let in on a little family secret. The door's lined with lead. The wall's solid concrete, 4 feet thick, completely radiation proof. These gauges give me outside temperature and humidity. That one monitors surface radiation. The shelter has sleeping, shower, and bathroom facilities for 5. Over here is the medical supply cabinet. All the water's pumped in by an indoor well. Power generators with a 300-gallon fuel tank. Air filtration system. Draws air from the outside, but through 30 feet of gravel and charcoal.
Harry, this is amazing. How did you do this and still keep it a secret?
Remember when I had the pool put in?
Oh, no.
That was my cover! I hired people from out of state. While half of them tore up the backyard, I had the rest of them dig this out. I told them it was for a wine cellar.
A wine cellar? You?
They were illegals. What did they know? I built everything else myself. No one knows it's here, not even my neighbors. Especially not my neighbors. My family. And now you are the only ones that know about this. And we're sworn to secrecy. Do you understand, Nick?
Yeah, Harry. I'm just flattered you'd let me in on it.
There's food and water here for 5 months, and, well, if something happens and there's time, you're welcome to join us here in the shelter.
Thanks, Harry. I don't know what to say.
Look, I saved this for last. A multi-band communication system. I'll raise the antennas. They're located under a concrete slab in the backyard that could push up through a ton of debris. It's to link me with other survivors afterwards. The neighbors think it's part of some elaborate satellite TV.
That was a live report aboard the aircraft carrier Nimitz, now in position in the Gulf of Sidra. Defense Department sources confirm that the armed forces have been placed on red alert and an emergency cabinet meeting is being held at an undisclosed location. The president has issued a statement in which he states unequivocally that
Stay
the
here.
United States
Don't move. I have to make a phone call.
necessary
I'll be right back.
to quell any escalation in the fighting. We go live now to John Shepard in our Moscow bureau with more on those alarming reports that many Russian cities are being evacuated.
Hello? Sure. It's Godzilla, King of the Monsters. Hello?
Have you been watching the news? I want you to pack up the car and come home.
Are you crazy? We'd be driving half the night.
The whole country's about to blow up. I want you here.
Harry, every time there's a minor international crisis, you think we should barricade ourselves in the family tomb.
A little louder. I don't think they heard you in Iowa. Listen. If you're not out of there in the next 5 minutes.
You're drunk, aren't you?
No. Sally, wait, look. Send Jason back home. Put my son in a cab and send him back. I don't care what it costs.
He's afraid of you, Harry. He's staying here.
Sally!
It's happened. This is it! This is it!
The antennas, did you lower them?
Well, no, Harry, I don't know how. Oh my God!
Damn! That was our only connection with the outside! The shelter's completely radiation-proof. Even the radio waves.
I gotta get home. My parents.
Nick, you need me. Nick!
I gotta get home.
No! Nick! Stop! Listen!
Listen,
you're not going anywhere! It was a direct hit on the air base! Listen to me! We're gonna have to stay down here until the radiation levels drop! At least a month! Look!
No!
Look, Nick!
No. Hey, Harry. There's someone up there. Someone's coming to rescue us.
Don't be ridiculous. Look at the radiation level outside. It's the walking dead up there. Survivors looking for food and water. You better pray that they don't find us. And I'm ready for them if they do.
We're down here!
Shut up, you idiot!
Hey! Oh, why? Oh. What the heck did you do that for, Harry? They could have saved us. They could have been anybody.
They were scavengers, not rescuers. If you'd have let them know we were here, they would have busted that door down and taken our food and killed us. Or we would have had to kill them. Don't you understand anything, damn it? Don't you understand anything?
I thought you said the radiation would go down after a month or so, Harry. It's been 3 months and it still looks the same.
You're not very good in tight spots, are you, Gatlin?
It's cold. Why is it so cold, Harry?
You'd spend more time shaping up instead of pacing and moaning. You'd be a lot warmer. We've got to be ready for whatever it is we find out there. "10 months and the radiation is just as high. Man, they must have really cut loose up there. Kansas City, Topeka, LA, Paris, Moscow, all gone. No wonder we don't hear any more noises. Must be like trying to live in a microwave oven. Your parents, my son, all dead. In a war like this, they didn't have a chance."
You know, Harry, deep down inside, I don't even think you give a damn. You love all this.
Gatland, you haven't got the guts or will to survive. I'm sorry I didn't realize that before I asked you in.
What the hell is the point of surviving in a dead world?
A better world, you'll see.
I doubt it. You come to hate everything eventually, Harry. I don't even know why I'm trying to stay alive.
That's simple. You're afraid to die. You've always been afraid of everything. I should have known better. For years, I gave you work. I took you on hunting trips. I tried to make a man out of you. It's not possible.
You're right. You're right. And now all I have to do is to find the guts to choose how I want to die. And who I want to die with.
You're not doing anything. You're hysterical, Gatland. And I've had as much of your whining as I can take. Can you see anything moving?
God, Harry, it's horrible. There's no daylight anymore. It's freezing. There's nothing but mountains of garbage. The whole town is gone. I've been crawling around for hours waiting for the sunlight, and it never comes. The air smells like burnt plastic. I feel sick, Harry. Let me in.
I can't. You're contaminated. If I let you in, you'd only kill us both. I'm sorry, Nick. It was your decision.
No! I didn't mean it, Harry! So help me God, please! If you let me in, I'll be fine! Please, Harry! Please let me in! Harry, let me in! Let me in! Let me in! Harry! Please! Let me in! Let me in! Harry!
rolling.
It's been a year since the tragic accident at Wakefield Air Base. That horrifying day when one of our own nuclear cruise missiles detonated without warning in the bomb bay of a B-1 bomber as it was preparing to take off, instantly leveling the small town of Dunston, Kansas. The world will never forget the shock, destruction, the appalling loss of life. A shock that many now feel pulled the world back from the brink of war. When the decision was made to bulldoze the highly radioactive ruins into as compact an area as possible and seal them under this vast radiation-proof dome, no one could have foreseen how sacred a shrine it would become. For the Peace Dome, as many call it today, has become the world's most powerful and enduring monument to the utter folly of war. Each month, hundreds of thousands of visitors come from all across the country and from around the world to get a first-hand glimpse.
Mommy, is that where Daddy's buried?
Yes, dear, that's where Daddy is buried. Spectroscopic readings indicate that the atmosphere is at perfect chemical equilibrium, predominantly carbon dioxide with traces of methane and ammonia.
Now, what gives the atmosphere that sickly yellow color?
Iron oxides from the rusting cities.
And the sensors show no life form whatsoever?
Nothing. Not even the presence of simple amino acids in the oceans. The last reconnaissance was right. It's a dead world.
There was a name for this one in one of the old languages, wasn't there, Professor?
Yes. It's Earth. They called it Earth.
Not much left after 1,000 years, is there? Donald, Earth was stripped of artifacts long ago. What are you looking for?
Oh, I don't know. Feeling. Sense of place. What it must have been like to live here when the skies were blue and the oceans green with plankton. Too many historians never get to see the things they write about. Thank you, Jacinta, for getting me on this mission. A very kind gesture for an old academic.
Not that kind. And not that old. Good luck, Donald, because in 4 days, I'm going to have to give word for the mining vessels to move in and extract whatever is salvageable. And when they do, there'll be precious little left of your Earth.
Archer? Bledsoe, did you hear that?
Hear what? You got a problem, Professor?
No problem. I'll see you back at the ship in about 3 hours, no doubt.
Don't you remember us, Professor?
Donald, you're up late.
So are you.
There's lots of data to log. There's still a treasure trove of minerals on this planet. The inhabitants pretty well bled her dry of all the fossil fuels. There's a wealth of basalt, iron, uranium.
You know, it was really quite a beautiful planet. An amazing variety of flora. Climates ranging from the temperate to the tropical, from the Arctic to desert. This is where it all began, Jacinta. This is where we began.
How did it happen, Donald? How did the planet end up like this?
Greed, stupidity, the usual catalog of sins. They used refrigerants that slowly ate away the ozone layer. They burned the tropical rainforests to make way for farmland, using the ashes for fertilizer, and entire species simply vanished forever from the earth. By the time they poisoned the whole biosphere, they had the technology to leave it behind. So they fled into space and cast the earth aside like a half-eaten apple.
And with humanity gone, the biological chain just collapsed.
You know the irony of it? The Earth today is almost exactly as it was millennia ago, before the very first rainfall. And for millions of years there had been no rain. Then when the Earth cooled enough, rain fell, delivering nutrients to the oceans, and life emerged. And here we are. Here we are. Returned to commit the final indignity on the planet that nurtured us. Here to put the knife to her one last time.
Our ancestors killed this world, not us. The law prohibits us from mining any living world, only dead ones. Like it or not, Donald, Earth is a dead world now. And there's nothing we can do about that. Except, I suppose, be grateful that we finally learned our lesson.
Do you remember us now, Professor? won't be needing your helmet anymore, Professor. The air is breathable. We sort of used a part of our etheric energy to change the molecular structure of the gases.
We've been waiting so long.
Why did you leave us?
Are you back to stay? All of you?
Where are the others? Will they follow in more ships? Yes, where are they? When are they coming?
My God. All of you. You're...
The ones you left behind. All the souls that ever were. All the ones that stood and watched as your ships vanished forever from our sight. All of us that couldn't follow.
We never knew. We never knew that you even existed.
Didn't you? Didn't a part of you always know?
Why is it so important to you to follow us?
You're our children, our future, our immortality. Since time began, we've walked among you, sharing in your triumphs, your despair. Now there's nothing. No children, no future. Just a ruined playground you left behind.
It doesn't have to be this way. You can follow us, our ship.
Your ships warp space in ways we can't. Those of us who have tried have come back disfigured or insane. It's a large universe, Professor. And not nearly as benign as you living like to think it is.
Well, then, what can I do?
Put your helmet back on. I know why you're here. Not you personally, but your ship, your crew. We're shadows. We're helpless to stop them, but you have to do something. You have to explain to them that this planet still contains life of a sort, that this Earth, ruined and gutted as it is, it's all we have left. Please, don't let them take it away from us.
You can't be serious. Do you know what Archer and Bledsoe would say if they could hear you?
All I'm asking is for you to keep an open mind. Now, give me a chance and I'll prove it to you.
Prove to me that Earth is some sort of haunted planet? How?
Lucinda, you were always my best pupil. Let me teach you one last thing. Hello? I've brought someone. Someone who can help. Please. Let us see you. Please. It's all right. She has to see you. She has to know.
Donald.
For God's sake, she can help. Why are you doing this? Please. Let us see you.
Donald, that's enough. Don't.
Damn you! Show yourself!
Donald! It's my fault. I knew what this planet meant to you. I shouldn't have invited you along to watch it be. Why don't I just forget we ever came here, all right? God!
What are you doing?
What are we doing? What were you doing?
Oh, Donald, how could you do this to us? To all of us?
I swear. The last thing I remember was being asleep in my cabin. It was them. Don't you see? It wasn't me, it was them.
He's crazy. I told
Mr. Bledsoe, kindly shut up. Mr. Archer, please assess the damage to the sensor web and then raise Central on subspace. Tell them we'll be returning Dr. Knowles to Outpost 12. Medical emergency. We'll also be staying over for repairs and then we'll be back to finish our assignment.
You cowards! You liars! Show yourselves! I dare you to show yourself to me!
Back to your ship, Professor. You might as well.
Because if I don't, you just take over my body and make me go, won't you?
That's right.
You wanted me to make a fool of myself. You wanted me to be shipped back to civilization. And you'd come with me, wouldn't you?
Please understand, Professor, there's no other way. We can't travel through warp space in this form, but in yours, that's a different matter. You can serve as a beacon to the others, showing them the way.
And me? What happens to me, my body, when you're done with it?
I'm not sure. I have to merge myself fully with your body in order to weather the journey. I'll try to leave it once we get there, but...
You don't know if you can.
Please try to understand. All we want is to reclaim our future.
Your future? You don't deserve a future. Any of you. We may have fled the Earth once it became uninhabitable. But you were the ones who made it that way. You could have saved it. You could have done something, every one of you. But you didn't. Did you? How many of you thought you'd be on one of those spaceships fleeing the dying Earth? How many of you thought you'd escaped, but died before you could?
What you say may be true, but it's over and done with long ago. There's nothing we can do about it now.
Isn't there? You changed the air in this building from methane to oxygen, from poisonous to breathable.
That's a different matter. This is a small, controllable environment. We're talking about a planetary scale. And even if we could, we might lose our consciousness, our awareness.
Like you propose to do to me. Cowards. You're still the same cowards who let this planet die, aren't you? Go ahead. Take my body, my life, save yourselves. At least, I'll know that when my time comes, I can die with a hell of a lot more courage and dignity than you. Come in.
We're about to lift off. I told Central that you requested medical leave. Stress reaction to space travel. It's not uncommon. The damage to the sensor web was minimal. I didn't log your actions yesterday.
I appreciate that.
You're looking better. Rested.
Yes, you might say that I'm expecting to be a new man once we leave the planet. Jacinda, if I should not see you again after this, I just want you to know that I'm grateful for the chance you gave me and for your friendship and for...
What's that?
I don't know. It sounded like thunder.
Well, it's impossible. The atmosphere is at equilibrium. There can't be any.
It's raining.
It can't be. What the hell is going on? Is that really rain?
Not just water either, but amino acids, nutrients raining into the ocean.
Good God, I'm getting life form readings in the oceans.
Well, that's impossible. It takes thousands of years for even the simplest life form to develop.
It's as if something is accelerating evolution somehow. I don't know how, but...
This can't be right. I mean, the sensors must be out of alignment after yesterday's damage.
Oh my God, he's right. The ocean's suddenly swarming with cyanobacteria.
Cyano what?
Cyanobacteria was the first complex organism to evolve on the Earth. And it led the way for all life forms to come, including us. Does this mean what I think it means?
What it means is we're out of a job.
I don't know if you can hear me anymore. Maybe you can't. But we'll be back. I promise. Someday we'll be back.
Hello, Marie.
Thank you, Bree.
Bon appetit.
Found this in my office on the floor. I think you dropped it. Ira, I've seen you staring at that picture before, mooning over it. Look, I know it's none of my business, and I shouldn't pry, but are you and Valerie having, problems?
Marvin, what are you talking about?
She isn't a client, is she?
A client?
Ira, is there something going on
with her? Can you believe it? He wanted to know if I was having an affair with the girl in the picture.
And what did you say?
What do you think I said, Marvin, you yutz, that's my wife.
You didn't even recognize me?
Well, come on, sweetheart. I mean, you were just a girl back then.
Oh, I see. In other words, now I look so much older.
No, you're more mature now. Then you were flighty, you were silly, you were cute.
What am I now? Quasimodo? See, that's why you're always mooning over that picture.
Of course not, sweetheart. That's not what I meant at all. It's just, I don't know, back then, things were different. I was different. You were different.
We were kids. Would you really still rather be driving around in that stupid old van of yours, searching for ourselves, finding who knows what kind of body lice?
Don't tell me you don't miss those days. You said so yourself. I couldn't get enough of you in those days. I was insatiable.
Well, it certainly wasn't my sense of style that attracted you. I looked like a bag lady. But if you want to see cute...
Listen, Val, I really don't want to see another picture of your damn dog.
Not the dog, Ira. You were adorable. I'd really like to see you going into court looking like that.
Why can't we be more like we were back then?
It's late. I gotta get up early.
Hey. I am still insatiable, you know.
So take an appetite suppressant or something. I'm going to sleep.
Denied that Cal Methyl dumped the stuff there. Was saying that since it was all done over 30 years ago, that their culpability must be viewed in an historical fashion.
That is the most self-serving argument I've ever heard in my life.
In 1958, the prevailing opinion about a corporation's responsibility to the environment was vastly different. Cal Methyl will clean up the site, and that'll be that. Besides, no one's health was impaired.
Marvin, how do you sleep at night? Mothers give birth to deformed babies because of our climate.
How can anyone doubt the public-mindedness of a corporation that sponsors 2 symphonies and 3 TV documentaries a year, all on endangered species?
We're not a PR firm, for God's sake.
Come on, man. The argument is not without precedent. You know it. It's exactly the same position that Ogilvy, Melnick, Blinkman, and Schramm used in the New Hampshire versus Spyridine case, which, as you very well know, the smart one says is going to be upheld.
Marvin, pull over. Stop the car. Stop the car, Marvin, right now!
But Ira, the reservation's for 12:30.
Can't help it, Marvin. I'll see you back at the office.
I'm probably waiting there already.
What is this, some kind of a joke?
I knew it. I knew you'd freak when you saw me.
What'd you do to your hair? You're supposed to be at work now?
Cool out, Ira. Don't you like what you see?
Val, this isn't funny.
It isn't supposed to be. Come on, Ira, relax. You've been wanting me this way for a long time now, haven't you?
Yeah, but
Then quit fighting me.
A joke is a joke, Val. This is ridiculous.
Call her.
How did you do this? You look so young.
Call her.
Hello, aerobics. Can I help you?
Yeah, Annie?
Ira?
Yeah, it's Ira, right. Valerie's not there, is she?
Yeah, of course she is.
She is?
I told you.
Yeah, you want to talk to her?
Yeah.
I'll put her on.
Hello?
Valerie?
Ira?
What's wrong, hon? You sound...
Wrong? No, nothing's wrong. I won't be home for dinner.
You have a late appointment.
I have a late appointment.
Oh. Okay. Ira?
Yeah, Val, listen, I'll get something to eat somewhere.
Love is all you need.
Love is all I need.
Listen, Val.
I'll get something at the deli, okay?
Ira, are you sure you're all right? You sound like you've had a stroke.
No, I'm fine. I'm real fine.
You were incredible.
The whole afternoon's ahead of us.
Val, I am totally wiped out. I'd have to be hospitalized by nightfall. This day, it's real. You are real.
And I'll be here for you whenever you want me.
But how did you? Where did you?
I'm the girl you married, Ira. The one you dream about. Hey, don't ask so many questions, Ira. You can blow a good thing that way. Don't you get it? You've been thinking so much about the way it used to be that what you want so bad has become real. That's me. The Valerie that you remember. The one you hoped would never change. And I haven't.
I wish I could say the same.
Tell me about it. What's with the suits?
That is my court costume.
You did it. You're a public defender like you are.
Corporate counsel.
Bummer.
Well, my life's not so bad.
Then why are you so sad? You never used to be a sad person, Ira. What happened?
Valerie, yippies turned into yuppies. Jerry Rubin runs a business networking salon, whatever the hell that might be, and that is what happened. Okay, I know how that must sound, and you're right. There's much more to it than that. I'm just being facile. I'm oversimplifying. I mean, it's a whole evolution of the social infrastructure we're talking here. Something much more gradual, much more complex. Jeez, Val, you gotta understand. You must. You were there. We were gonna change the world, remember? Somewhere along the line, I don't know, we lost each other somehow. Est and the Meade decade, leveraged buyouts, tanning parlors, aerobicizing. Seems like nobody cares about anybody anymore, except himself. Our focus just narrowed.
Then we need to expand it. Let's do some window pane and watch the walls melt.
Valerie, if I went anywhere near LSD, we could watch my brains melt right out my ears. Sweetheart, nobody does that anymore. Wake up, smell the 80s.
Jeez, Ira, you are a stone drag.
Where you going? You just got here.
You know, man, we used to laugh at people like you.
Valerie?
I'm in here.
Who's laughing in here?
The TV, Ira. I turned it off when I heard you come in. There's nobody here but me and Herman Hesse.
Sid Harton, huh? Wow. You know, there was a time that I thought the whole damn key to existence was contained in this book. You were reading with the TV on?
Yeah, I just got an urge. It's something you said last night.
Don't stop on my account.
I was just about ready to go to bed anyway.
You go on. I'll be up in a while. I have some transcripts to proof.
I called your office today. The receptionist said you never came back from lunch.
Yeah. There was a meeting at Cal Methel. It was on short notice. Took all day.
Okay, Ira.
could you all let it happen?
It wasn't exactly a conscious choice we made.
I mean, how could anybody who cared about money as little as you did suddenly need to have it so fast and so often that you have to have it from a little machine on the street?
I guess I figured if I couldn't change the world, I'd settle for a little corner of it. Mine, ours. Make it safe and secure, and that takes money.
And have you done that?
I'm a sellout. Is that what you're saying?
Oh, it's not that, babe. It's just, well, are you happy?
Yes, I am happy. I don't know. Most of the time I am. Something is missing.
Sure there is. Me. Come on, honey, you've got to tell her.
What about
I've been a memory too long. It's her turn now.
had a great time. I felt like a kid for a while, but I cannot do this to her. This is my wife we're talking about.
Ira, who am I?
Oh, God. Valerie?
Ira.
What in the hell is going on here?
Ira, wait a minute. It's not what you think.
What the hell it is, and how could you do this to me?
Hey, wait a minute. Who's that?
Forget about her. Who is that? I want to introduce myself before I kill him.
Oh, my God. Ira. It's me. So you've been doing it, too.
What do you mean, too? Come on, everybody. Let's not get uptight.
You know, you're beginning to sound like something out of a rerun of the Mod Squad.
If there was ever a reason to get uptight, my friend, this has got to be it. What is going on here?
I don't know, but I guess two can be nostalgic as easily as one.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. This guy is not taking my place.
But Ira, what about me? What about us?
Forget it. I must have been crazy to even consider it. I want the two of you out of here right now. Why? I haven't wasted my life. I deserve to be here. So does she.
Yeah, man, we've got a handle on all this stuff that counts. The dreams, the ideals, the love.
What are you talking about? You are 18 years old. You don't know squat about life or love. Real love is commitment. What am I saying?
But you're right. You're absolutely right. Ira, we almost made a stupid mistake. Say, we nearly lost each other because these two.
Where'd they go?
Who cares? They were beginning to annoy me anyway.
They? You mean we?
Were we really like that? All that arrogance, that naivete, that pomposity.
Idealism, the passion, the fire.
Well, what if they're right, Ira? What if we've really wasted our lives?
You know, I wasn't aware of the fact that our lives were over. I mean, just don't suddenly lose your social conscience because you cut your hair, you know. Come here, will you? Come here. You know that world out there that you wanted to change? It's still out there. It's just that our focus narrowed, that's all.
Then we need to expand it.
What do you want to do? You want to drop a little acid and watch the walls melt?
No. No, I want my life to be about something more than watching my weight and thinking about how it used to be.
Why don't you make it that?
And how about you putting in some hours at that legal aid clinic that's always after you?
Maybe I will.
And maybe we could have a baby. As long as you're still insatiable.
I think I will be.
It has been said the 80s are just the 60s 20 years later. The costumes may change, but the cast remains. The arrogant, the radical, the naive and the cynical, the misplaced and the spaced. Each a stage in the growth of a generation as it treads the tail end of the 20th century. It's been said that the body is the means through which an athlete can best reveal the dynamic potential of the human spirit. But what happens when the means to that expression is injured beyond repair? Meet Ed Hamner, a once prominent player in the big leagues, a man who's never resolved himself to his fate as a non-participant, but who will soon be forced to bat in the Twilight Zone.
And the pitch. There's a drive to right center. It is in the gap. Man,
go!
First, the
That's
ball
it!
goes over.
Dig!
Man
Take
grounding
three!
second. Here's
Yeah!
the relay from the outfield. Man is in there with a
Hey,
stand-up
Paula,
triple.
come on in. Come on.
Carson working fast. The pitch. The routine bouncer to short. The throw to first, and that's the ball game. The Tigers' slump continues.
Bet they wish you were still hitting cleanup.
Oh, I don't know. I had my share of big swings that came up empty. Hey, how was practice today?
Pretty good. Ryan Claiborne says he's going to teach me to throw a curveball. Yeah, I'm not going to. I remember what you said.
You're too young to throw a curve. You'll only hurt your arm. And besides, that fastball of yours is enough to get anybody out. But you got to concentrate. Remember, if you ever feel like you're losing it, just step off the mound, take a deep breath, completely clear your mind.
Confidence and concentration.
It works every time.
Oh, I almost forgot. Well, I hear 20 Ed Hamners will get me a Reggie Jackson.
Ed, come on. Good.
But that's not even the real surprise. Take a look at this one.
Monty Hanks? Never heard of him. Well, not much of a career, 2 years. Good stats, though. 7 home runs his second year. That was a lot in those days before the Babe. He looks kind of familiar.
Kind of like the guy you see in the mirror, right? The guy at the shop said he's been holding on to that car for years. Only one like it he's ever seen. It's an off-brand. It's not even listed in the catalog. Well, I gotta go, or Mom's gonna have kittens. See you at the game tomorrow.
Of course, 3 o'clock. Okay. Oh, hey, what about your card?
It's a present. I got it for you. Take care of old Monty.
Hey, Cindy, take a look at this.
Another baseball card. An old one. An old expensive one. I thought you were going to be revising your resume today, Ed. Your interview is tomorrow. You promised you'd try.
Yeah, but it's the weirdest coincidence I've ever seen. Paula gave it to me. This guy looks just like me, and what's more, in 1909, this Monty Hanks guy batted .322, had 87 ribbies, and stole 31 bases. Is that weird or what?
Or what?
No, but those are even the same stats I had my first year up in the majors.
That's very interesting.
Yeah, I thought I had a bad break. This guy really got shortchanged. His team was in the pennant race late September. He got hit in the face with a pitched ball. Never recovered consciousness.
Look, will you pay attention? Your interview is tomorrow, Ed. I think it's a lot more important than some baseball player that died before you were born. You know, Larry Dula is a big fan of yours, and you promised you'd try for me.
I will. I'll be fine. That's at 2 o'clock, right? I'll turn on the old charm, get the job, and be home by 7 with a bottle of champagne to celebrate my gainful employment. How's that?
Metrocom Computer Division. Thank you.
I had a 2 o'clock appointment.
I'm sorry, Mr. Hamner. I realize you've been waiting a long time, but Mr. Dula is still on his conference call.
Would you tell him I had another appointment? I couldn't wait.
All right, we know you can do it. You can strike. You can get him.
Hey, let's see some smoke.
You tell him. You shoot now. Come on, concentrate. 3 good ones. We go.
Right.
Well, look who's here. The Rookie of the Year.
Oh, I'm late. I'm sorry. Paula's team won the championship. Coach took the kids out for pizza. They wanted me to come along. I had an hour and a half easy. I don't know. Somehow I just lost track of time. I remembered the champagne.
Surprised you didn't pour it over Paula's head. Isn't that how it's done? What did you think we'd celebrate tonight, Ed? You could have had the Vetracomp job, but no, you just walked away from it.
Maybe it's just as well. I mean, all I know about selling computers anyway.
What about our future, Ed? It's been 2 years since your injury. Are you just going to sit around and feel sorry for yourself for the rest of your life? Do you ever think about me? Do you think I like paying all the bills while you sit around trading baseball cards?
Monty boy, come on, are you all right?
You must have one hard head, Monty. I thought that killed you.
My leg.
There's nothing wrong with my leg. Of course there's nothing wrong with your leg. It's your damned head that got hit. Maybe I should send Moran in to run for you.
No, I'm fine.
Well, come on. This ain't no fan dance. Let's play ball.
Play ball!
What happened to you?
Something wonderful.
A busted nose is wonderful.
And that's not all. Oh! Look at this.
Oh, gross.
I did it yesterday. Well, 78 years ago, really, but it felt like yesterday. It's a beaut, isn't it? A real strawberry. I got it sliding into second.
Into second what?
Second base. Spikes high in a cloud of dust. I had 2 stolen bases and a 3-run homer. But I didn't need this. It's that baseball card. Somehow, it took me back. And this guy, Bonnie Hanks, I'm him. He's me. I know. It's hard for me to believe, too.
Maybe you had some kind of a dream or something.
I didn't do this in any dream. Look at the card.
don't see anything. What?
Check the stats. Whole blood, second year.
8. 8? Yesterday it was 7.
I hit that one. It was real. I was there. And I'm going back. Hey, kid. You want to see a baseball game?
Yeah, sure, but...
To take my hand.
I don't know, Ed. This is a little weird.
Hold on. Here we go.
We get rough.
Let's win this one. Come on.
Happened, Ed.
Monty, you're late. Get that kid out of here. Come on, look alive. We got a ball game to win.
Huh?
You were great.
I feel great. We're only a game behind the Athletics. If we could sweep them, we take the pennant. And I'll be in the World Series.
Oh, wow. World Series! Uh-oh.
What?
I was supposed to be home for dinner 20 minutes ago.
But yeah, go on, get out of here. We'll do it again tomorrow. I'll see you. Take off.
Don't you think you're a little old to be playing with kids and sorting baseball cards?
I guess I'm not exactly a prize husband. We were just kids when we got married, Cindy. You grew up. I guess I didn't. I still love baseball. I know it's just a kid's game, but I love it, Cindy. God, but I love it.
More than me?
No, not more than you. Can't I have both? I guess not.
I talked to Larry Dula. There's a company banquet tomorrow. Their speaker had to cancel, and he asked if you'd fill in. You know, tell a few of your old Tiger stories. I'm having your tux cleaned. You always look so sexy in a tux.
I don't know, Cindy.
Come on, Ed. Once they get to know you, I'm sure they'll find some work for you.
Oh, there you are. It's an early game today. I didn't want to leave without you.
I can't go today. I've got an orthodontist appointment.
But today's the big one. We beat the Athletics today. We clinched first place.
Yeah, I know, but my mom will never let me get out of it. Especially for something I can't even tell her about.
Well, I'll miss you. Won't be the same without you there rooting for me.
Well, I'll still be rooting. I'll just be 78 years away.
Big dinner party tonight. I'm meeting my future employers.
You're gonna be a coach?
Computer salesman.
Aren't you happier playing ball?
It's not that easy, Paula. Not when you're an adult. I have responsibilities.
And I was thinking about 1910. It almost seems like you belong there.
8 innings of goose eggs. I can't believe we're not hitting this guy. Sit down, Monty. You're driving me batty.
You gotta score soon. What time do you suppose it is?
Later than you think if we don't beat these bums.
Ed?
You never swing at pitches like that. Your last 2 at-bats make you look like you don't even want to be here.
Swinging too hard, I guess.
Yeah, well, now get out there and hold them. If they can do it to us, we can do it to them.
Mac, I got a problem.
Oh, yeah, me too. If we don't win today, we don't get no pennant. Now, what's your problem?
It's my wife, I promised her.
Your wife? We're into extra innings.
Mac, you don't understand. If I stay here, I stand to lose everything I've got, including my wife. I'm out of extra innings at home.
What about here? I'm talking about the World Series. Are you nuts or what? Walk out of here and you don't come back. I mean that. Not tomorrow, not ever. Moran, take third.
No. I'll finish the game.
That's more like it. Now let's play ball.
Where's Ed?
Don't you knock?
What are you doing to Ed's stuff?
Repaying him? Each one of these cards is a day he wasted. Part of our lives he threw away. Look around you, Paula. I'm almost even.
No. He'll be back. I know he will.
Oh, yeah. Rookie of the Year always makes it home, doesn't he? What if there's no home when he gets there?
Don't say that.
He's a big man to you, isn't he? Big man. You know why he's so nice to you? Because you're a fan. Ed needs to hear him cheering, and you're the only fan he's got left.
Ed just needs someone to care about him.
It's all so simple when you're 12, isn't it? But eventually you'll grow up and you'll realize you can't play games for the rest of your life.
You're wrong. Give it to me, please.
Thought I didn't notice it. Ed's latest treasure? Showed it to me the other day. Is it special to it?
No, it's my favorite. Ed doesn't even care about it. I like it because I told Ed it looks like him, but he doesn't think so.
You're lying. I remember now the stats. Same stats as the Rookie of the Year.
No! I bought it for him. It cost so much, my mom will kill me. Please don't.
Take it. Take it and get out. Oh, that's right. Cherish it. You're a girl, Paula. You're just a little girl. But you'll grow up, and when you do, losers like Ed won't look so wonderful. I promise you that.
He'll always look wonderful to me.
Go on, go home. There's nothing you can do for him.
Yeah. There is. I knew you'd do it.
Ed Hamner, Monty Hanks. To some, a mere face on a trading card. But to a special friend, he's an eternal boy of summer. An athlete who found himself drafted by a unique team in a league that plays its games in the Twilight Zone.
A beautiful summer day, full of adventure for a young boy. On the surface, a field like any other, soon to be covered with neatly arranged family homes. But today, this curious boy is about to discover a terrifying secret that could only be shared within the confines of the Twilight Zone.
The hole's over there, Sheriff.
Okay, follow me. Watch your step there. All right, you're down.
What is it? An old mine shaft?
No, there weren't any mines around here. More like a cave entrance.
What are those?
Looks like some kind of drawings. See, you're still using one of those old cameras.
Gives the most detail. Well, this is the only part of the cave that we have the paintings in.
Why is that, Dr. Klein?
Well, we think that maybe they used this as a sort of communal area where they got together. We don't really know. All we do know is that you might just be the first person to enter this cave since prehistoric times.
You mean since dinosaurs were around?
Well, maybe not that long ago. But if these cave paintings are authentic, maybe as long ago as 12,000 years. How's that?
Long.
Well, we'll know as soon as we get these... Freeze! Sheriff. Now, very carefully, lift your right foot. Take a step backwards.
Sorry about that. Hope I didn't do any damage.
Fortunately, no, but you're going to have to be a lot more careful.
What's this?
Well, we think that that's a hunting party. See, that's a bison underneath the fire.
What's that over there?
Oh, that. Well, that could be a kind of spiritual doorway or a circle where they all got together for protection.
Wow.
Something, huh?
That was really neat, Dr. Klein. Thanks a lot.
Anytime, Steve.
Bye. See you, Sheriff.
Bye, Steve. Oh, looks like you're making some real progress down there. So what's this problem you're calling me about?
Sheriff, this could be one of the single most important archaeological discoveries of the century. I'll know as soon as I get my photographs back to the university, but meanwhile, I need to know that this site is going to be protected.
Protected? From what?
Vandalism. Some of the artifacts have been disturbed.
Anything taken?
No, just moved around. I think somebody's trying to scare us off.
Well, Doctor, I don't know. A raccoon could have gotten into the cave, I suppose.
Sheriff, would a raccoon drag a sheep's carcass to the mouth of the cave?
Maybe a dog or something. I don't think anybody means you any harm. This isn't like the city. Well, no offense intended.
Well, no offense taken, Sheriff. But in the city, any cop on the beat would have noticed that sign. And speak of the devil, here he comes.
Hi, Sheriff. You still here?
You mean in spite of your feeble attempts to scare us off?
Now, Dr. Klein. What's that supposed to mean?
You know what I mean.
She's convinced that you are causing trouble up here. Is that so, Jim? She's the one causing trouble. I've got houses to build. Now, just because they found a hole in the ground, my whole schedule's shot to hell.
I think it's a little bit more than a hole in the ground, Mr. Hilson.
Fact is, it's my ground. Now, if you want a couple of rocks and bones, fine. Take them and get out of here.
Come on, Jim. These things take time.
Oh, fine, fine. You want to defend the little lady?
Little lady?
Oh, hold it, you two.
Oh, come on, Roy. You know how it is. I've got 2-bedroom ranch styles to build.
And swing loan payments to make, I bet.
What's my financing got to do with this?
You're probably way out on a limb financially, aren't you? If you don't get this development built soon, you'll lose your shirt, right?
That's none of your damn business.
That's all right, Sheriff. I don't need protection. It's those cave paintings that are priceless that need protecting. And I'm going to recommend to the state that they be protected under existing law. So you can just forget your scare tactics, Mr. Hilson.
Well, I'm not going to be shoved around by some ivory tower intellectual.
Dr. Klein, I will look into the vandalism. So you just go on back to your dig.
She can go back to her dig. But I'm going to court.
Yeah, it could be your lamb.
Dang right it's my lamb, and you got to do something about it.
Don't get your shorts in a knot, Jacob. Bill Dempster's lost some cattle, and Wally Johnson's broodmare's missing. I got my hands full right now.
Look, I think it's wolf. So is Wally Johnson.
Come on, Jacob. You know there hasn't been a wolf seen in these parts for over 30 years.
Look, whatever it is, you better find out what it is and stop it.
I know what my job is, Jacob.
Ha!
Dr. Klein, do you want to ride with us? We're heading back to the university for the weekend. We wondered if you needed a ride.
I'm staying here, John.
You really should try and get out of this hole for a couple of days. Okay, see you on Monday.
Have a good time.
Bye, Dr. Klein.
What the hell is this?
still warm, isn't it?
Holy Hannah, you scared the bejesus out of me. Why didn't you answer when I yelled?
I didn't know who you were. What are you doing here?
Tracking missing livestock. All the blood trails I've been following the last 2 days have led in this direction.
And?
And I think I may have an answer. The animals have been dragged into this cave and probably cooked right here. The problem is, who's been doing it? You got any ideas?
Couldn't care less about some missing sheep.
Who said sheep?
Well, I saw the bones, Sheriff. I went up top to get some equipment, and when I came back, it was there.
Well, what are you doing here?
I work here, remember?
You're not doing any digging with that little flashlight. What's up?
Well, you're going to think I'm crazy. But there have been some changes in the paintings.
Now, what do you mean, changes?
Let me show you something. Take a look at this.
Yeah? So?
Take a good look.
The hunter is on the right side of this little circle thing in the picture. And on the wall, he's on the left side. Looks like the negative's flipped.
No. Look. Here, he's facing toward the circle. And there, he's not only on the other side of the circle, he's facing away from it.
Well, I don't know, Doctor. Some prankster could have gotten into the cave and changed the paintings.
Like who?
Maybe the same guys who left the carcass outside the cave. Or maybe you are right about Jim Hilson. Maybe he is trying to scare you off.
Well, I'm no fan of Jim Hilson. You know that, but he's just not bright enough to pull off something like this. Anyway, these are authentic.
And how do you know that these are authentic?
Sheriff, I studied in the caves at Altamira, Casula Gorge, and Capelon. And I did my dissertation on the cave paintings at Lascaux. You just have to take my word for it. I know about cave paintings.
Okay, so they are real. What's your explanation?
I don't have any. And the fact that they're real just makes it that much more disturbing.
Come to think of it, it doesn't explain what you're really doing down here tonight either.
Sheriff, something is happening here late at night. That's the only explanation. There's someone here all day. So whatever is going on happens at night.
And you are planning to spend the night to get the drop on the bad guys, right?
Well, I don't know what kind of guys I'm dealing with, but I intend to find out.
No. You're not doing anything of the sort. Come on, let's go into town. You can come back out first thing in the morning.
Sheriff, you're not in charge here. I am. And I intend to spend the night, and that's that. You see, I've got my cot here so I can keep an eye on things.
Doctor.
So you just mosey on along, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Doctor, this is my county.
Toodaloo, Sheriff. Sweet dreams.
years are gone. What's going on?
Who's there? Who's there? Who's there? Who's there?
Dr. Klein!
Time is the invincible enemy of mortal flesh, or so modern man believes. But somewhere in the dark past, a few of our distant ancestors discovered a way to bridge the millennia. It's a secret that was buried 12,000 years ago and rediscovered for a brief moment in the Twilight Zone.
Keep them.
Hellgramite method. Cure for the problem drinker. Hey, can I buy you a drink? Weird. Another one, Jamie.
Your pizza's getting cold.
Look, we'll just make it one for the road. I'm out of here. Put it on my tab.
Heard that one before.
Miley Judson, an everyman who has strayed from the path, slipped and fallen many times. A man who seeks solace from his problems at the bottom of a glass. A good man at war with himself, slowly drowning in alcohol, swallow by swallow, pulled down by the insidious undertow of an endless ocean of booze, helpless to stop doing the one thing he does better than anything else: drink.
Hey, rise and shine.
Jamie, just one more for the road.
That's what you said 5 hours ago. We're closed, Miley. Go home.
Home. I gotta go home. Franny, I'm home and it's pizza time. Whew, God. God. I'm sorry, honey. I know you're hungry. So what do you say we take this old cold pizza, put it in a nice hot oven?
Do you have any idea what time it is?
Are you sick again, Daddy?
Come here. You hit the trail, kiddo. You got school tomorrow. I've had it. I can't take any more.
Dr. Jeannie
Merrick.
I know. Listen, I know it's late, but Matchbox says 24 hours a day.
Come in, Mr.
Miley Judson.
Judson. Come in, Mr. Judson. I'm used to my patients dropping in at odd hours.
The advertisement mentions a cure.
Yes, the Hellgramite method. Go ahead. Help yourself.
You want one?
No, thank you. Now, I'll need some information.
Information? What kind of information?
Just tell me a little bit about yourself.
Well, first of all, I'm tired of talking about all the friends I've lost. Tired about talking about all the blackouts. Tired of the hangovers. Look, I know I got a problem. I'm an alcoholic. I guess the bottom line is, what can you do about it?
Have you tried to quit?
Oh, 1,000 times. Tried everything. Shrinks. Aversion therapy. Nothing lasts more than 2 or 3 months. Because I love this stuff. I hate this stuff.
I understand. And I can help. I've yet to encounter a case that's beyond my help. The Helgramite method is unique.
Well, what are you going to do?
It's the first step in your treatment.
Pretty. Ooh, let's see. This one. Oh, well. What the hell? What have I got to lose?
You're quite sure you want to quit drinking? I want you to understand that with this method, there's no turning back.
Things couldn't get much worse.
That's all there is to it for now. Call me in a couple of days.
Well, that's all there is to it. There's no lecture?
Next visit. You don't want to hear any speeches tonight. Go home. Get some sleep.
What do I owe you?
The initial consultation is free. We'll discuss payment later if you decide to continue.
Oh, hell, I'll give it a shot.
I'm certain you will, Mr. Judson.
Oh, how about one for the road? No, just kidding. Morning. Really tied one on last night, sorry.
Is that the best you can do?
Franny, I think we need to talk.
Talk? Miley, I'm fed up. Do you understand?
Hi.
Hey there, Chatter.
Hey, Chatter. Here. Come here. Take your breakfast. Go in the other room.
No, I said I was sorry, Franny. We'll talk tonight. Things will change. I promise. You'll see.
Man, you're really putting them away.
Watering the stuff down, Jamie? Stuff's got no kick at all. Give me a whiskey, will you? Make it a double.
I never saw anybody drink that much and stay conscious.
I don't feel a thing. This is nuts.
I see you've been drinking, Mr. Judson.
Just tell me what's going on.
Well, as you recall, last night you agreed to start the Helgramite treatment.
So?
Have you ever heard of the Helgramite worm, Mr. Judson?
What? No.
Ah. Well, the capsule you swallowed last night contained a rare sort of tapeworm, the Helgramite larva. By now, the worm has attached itself to your stomach. Your drinking has stimulated its growth.
A worm? Oh, God. You gotta be kidding.
From now on, the Helgramite will absorb all the liquor you can consume. You won't feel any effect from drinking.
You don't think I believe any of this, do you?
Seeing is believing. Of course, this one's not yet fully grown.
poisons me.
The pleasure of alcohol is over for you. No more buzz, Mr. Judson. No matter how much you drink, the worm will never be satisfied. And if ever you stop drinking, the pain will be excruciating.
How could you do this to me?
You did it to yourself.
I've got to get rid of it.
You can't! A worm is no part of you.
There's got to be something I can do.
There is.
What?
Starve it into dormancy.
How?
Stop drinking.
Stop drinking. I stop drinking, I can stop it.
It's dangerous. You might not live through it. And even if you succeed, the worm will always be waiting for you to drink again. Every time the Helgramite is wakened from its dormant state, it comes back stronger.
Oh.
Eventually, strong enough to kill you. I think the Helgramite is getting thirsty, Mr. Judson. Would you care for a drink to ease the pain? Or have you got the guts to stop?
You look terrible.
I want you to take Chad. Go stay with your mom and your dad for a week, maybe 2.
Why?
Because I'm gonna lick this thing once and for all. Cold turkey.
Same old broken record.
I know you don't believe me, but this time is different. Franny, give me one last chance.
Miley.
Please, I can do it.
What makes you think that this time is going to be any different?
It has to be. Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
I love you, Daddy.
I love you too, Chad.
Hello? Hello? Miley? Miley, is that you?
feeling is nothing compared to what I went through when I lost my family.
The man had been drinking. My wife and 2 children were crossing the street with the light. He didn't even brake until after he'd hit them.
I came to you for help. I came to you for a second chance.
And I'm giving you a chance. A chance for a new life. You've begun the process. Now you either quit drinking or die.
Are you sick again, Daddy?
I've had it. I can't take anymore.
It's dangerous. You might not live through it. And even if you succeed, the worm will always be waiting for you to drink again. Every time the Helgramite is wakened from its dormant state, it comes back stronger. Eventually, strong enough to kill you.
Thanks. Keep them. Might need them.
Miley, where you been keeping yourself? You on the wagon again?
Saw to square my tab.
Thanks. How about a drink? It's on the house.
Gotta run.
See you around.
Miley Judson happened upon the simple discovery that there is no surefire cure, no quick fix, no shortcut to either sobriety or peace of mind. Some people achieve it through an individual act of will. Others find strength in numbers. What Miley Judson needed was a little something extra, something that could only be found in the Twilight Zone. Norman Blaine, whose greatest fear is that if he were to vanish from the earth tomorrow, no one would notice, or mourn, or question. And whose greatest sadness is the realization that he is probably right. Sofa, coffee table, chair, and pet. Solitary decorations in a life noted chiefly for its isolation. Point of origin and point of destination for Norman Blaine, whose days and nights are routinely swallowed into unhappy silence.
Hi, Bob.
Hi, Linda.
You going out tonight?
No, I'm going to court tomorrow. Oh, great, Bob. They're going to let you practice again.
No, it's alimony court, Mike. My wife's suing me for $1,000 because she says the cat needs daycare.
Oh, alimony. You see, Linda, I hadn't even thought about alimony.
Ludwig van Beethoven, Claude Debussy, Tchaikovsky, and Ravel. Finally, a collection of your all-time favorite classical hits. Remember this one? Or this haunting melody? Music whose beauty never fades. All on one album in a unique offer. Only a limited number of these special edition sets will be made available to the public. So, call 555-4221 and order Classic Edition Volume 1 while supplies last. For your album, cassette, or CD, call 555-4221. Operators standing by 24 hours a day. Moments to remember for all time. Share this album with your loved ones. Rachmaninoff, Haydn, Strauss's Blue Danube, Pachelbel's Canon indeed. You'll be glad.
Hello?
Yeah, hi. I'm sorry, I think I dialed the wrong number.
Excuse me?
Listen, I'm really sorry. It's just a wrong number. I probably woke you up.
No. It's, okay. I was just sitting here, and I heard the phone ring. For a minute, I was afraid whoever was calling would hang up before I got here.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I hate it when that happens. Really, annoying.
What's your name?
Norman. Norman Blaine.
You have a very nice voice.
Thank you. So do you. What's your name?
Marianne.
Marianne. It's a good name. Listen, would you like to talk a bit? I mean, if you're not busy or...
That would be nice.
So, where was I?
Talking to some strange woman for an hour.
Hour and a half. That's the amazing thing about it. It wasn't like she was a stranger at all. It was, I don't know, special somehow. She was a little nervous at first, but after a while she started talking, I started talking, like we were old friends. Next thing I knew, it was
an hour and a half later.
Exactly. She was friendly and fun. God, I hadn't had that much fun in ages. Now I don't know what to do next. I mean, she said I could call her back tonight after 7. I guess she works late. But I'd really like to meet her. I just don't know.
Look, Norman, a year and 2 months, you and I have been sharing this office. For a year and 2 months, I've been able to come in here and sit at my desk and pretend that I'm all alone. Because from your side of the room came a blissful silence. I mean, I really like silence. I have 5 kids. Look, you want my advice? Ask her out, okay? You know, suggest lunch or dinner or ice cream, a trip to the zoo, whatever, just go crazy. You know, the fact is that she wouldn't spend all that time talking to you if she didn't want to meet you, right? Simple problem, simple solution, okay? Now, Norman, you're a nice guy, but for the next hour, I would really like to have no noise. That would make me a really happy man. Okay?
Well, thanks for listening anyway.
That was a noise.
Hello?
Hi, it's me. I didn't realize we've been talking for over 3 hours. I probably should let you go.
All right. But one more thing. I just want you to know, Norman, I really enjoyed our talk last night. And tonight. I wanted to thank you.
Well, same here. In fact, listen, I was thinking and wondering if you'd like to get together sometime. Maybe lunch, dinner, a movie, anything you want.
Norman.
No rush. I mean, anytime, it's okay.
No, I really can't. We have so much fun just talking. Why do we have to change it? Can't we just leave it at this?
Well, sure. I guess so.
I've hurt you, haven't I?
No. Really, it's okay. Like I said, I just enjoy talking to you. Honest.
Promise you'll call me tomorrow?
I promise.
Bye, Norman.
Okay, Norman, give.
What?
For 5 days now, you've been absolutely quiet, not a sound.
You know, it's the strangest thing. We've talked for hours and hours over the phone, but she won't come out on a date.
So let me give you some advice. Okay. Look, you say you want to meet this woman, right? But you don't know who she is, and you don't know where she lives. All you've got is a phone number. Have I got it surrounded here?
Yes.
Okay, well, you've heard of reverse listing. Like, you phone the operator, you tell her you've got this number, you think it's the right one, you know, you say it's an emergency or something, and you get the operator to tell you the address that goes with that number. And once you've got the address, you cruise by and you just run into her by accident. Okay? After that, you're on your own. All right, now, can we have some quiet around here?
I'd rather you go.
What is it?
Excuse me, do you know if a Mary Ann works here?
Mary Ann. Would you know her last name?
I'm sorry, I don't.
She could be one of our interns.
Interns.
Volunteer workers.
Who would I check with?
You could ask the director, but she's out for lunch. Why don't you come back in an hour?
Thank you very much. May I look around?
Of course.
I see you're admiring the sculpture.
Very nice.
Terrible story, that one.
Oh?
That's the last thing she ever did. The self-portrait.
Hmm.
I never met the woman myself, but if this work is any indication, we've lost a very special artist. Why a woman as talented as that would kill herself, I don't know.
She killed herself.
Oh, yes. There were the usual rumors, of course. Lovers, quarrels, and all that. What a waste. It breaks my heart to think we'll never see anything else from Mary Ann Lindaby.
Hello, Norman.
Hello, Mary Ann.
I didn't think you were going to call. I saw you today, Norman. You came by. You were standing in front of me talking to that woman.
That's impossible. I can't deal with this. This can't be happening.
Hello?
I'm sorry, Mary Ann.
No. It's me. I'm the one who should be sorry. I never should have answered the phone. But it's been so long, Norman. So long since I've talked to anyone. It was dark. And I was so alone.
I know. So was I.
I have to go now.
No, wait, please. You can't go away like that.
Sorry, Norman.
Please.
Goodbye.
I'm going to lunch now. I'll be back in an hour.
You were the only one that ever made me feel I was wanted. That I wasn't just some jerk. I miss you. I miss talking to you on the telephone. It was the only thing I had to look forward to when I came home. After a while, it was the only reason for going home. Don't you understand? I used to feel I was nothing, that I had nothing. And then there was you, and everything changed. And I thought, my God, I'm in love. For the first time in my life, I'm honestly and truly in love. And it all just went away. Without you, there's nothing left for me. I'm sorry, Mary Ann. I'm sorry.
Excuse me. I'm gonna have to ask you not to touch the exhibit, sir.
Goodbye. Hello?
Norman?
Mary Ann.
It was so hard to call you. It's dark here. So dark. I heard what you said about there being nothing left for you. It scares me. It's what I said when I was so lonely and hurt. And I couldn't make the pain go away. It just stayed with me so long and so hard. And I couldn't take it anymore.
I love you, Mary Ann.
No, please.
I do, and I'm sorry. I didn't think it would happen. I didn't expect it, ever. And I can't help it. I love you.
Come to me, Norman. Come to me now. Tonight.
But the museum, it'll be closed.
Don't worry. I'll take care of it. But come now, before I change my mind. Hurry.
Okay. Mary Ann?
It's been so long since anyone's told me they loved me.
want to be alone anymore. Stay with me. Please.
Forever.
On display, a very special exhibit, cast in bronze and loneliness. A tender symmetry of line and form, suggestive of love finally found in the Twilight Zone.